Good morning. We are heading down to Cheyenne, Texas. Cheyenne, not sure how good you can hear my audio. There's an orphanage benefit that they put on every year down there. We're taking 21 units down there this year. Unless things change, and things change pretty regularly. So come along for the ride. We're going to go up through Decatur. We're going to go to Denton first, go across 380. I'm going to go down the other side of Fort Worth, go down 281 through Stephenville. We were just down there for that big Red Dirt Country Festival, except we're going right past that, going farther south. So come along for the ride. Get to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Indiana Chris, good to see you in here, man. I can't really see the text while I'm driving because these RVs have a monstrous windshield and a monstrous dash. And once I set it up there, it's done. I can't reach it. I do have my Bluetooth on. If somebody calls me, I can still kind of talk with them. Sorry, I'm checking my mirrors, get ready to change lanes, all that good stuff. My beautiful wife right there. Tammy, UDX 410. She is driving a Class C. Grandson with us. Go, man. Go. Battle trap truck right there. not work too good. Major accident. Southbound. They're going to work. Backup. Folks trying to get to work. I'm trying to escape work. Get up here on 380 and then we'll open up. Police officer is following up number 5. We've got our back door, as they say in trucking. Turn over here anymore. Good morning. The screen's too far away to see who you are. Appreciate you checking in. Heading up to Cherokee, Texas for a Cherokee orphanage benefit. Taking 5 units up there today, 5 more tomorrow. sorry. Scratch that. We're taking 15 units up there today. Okay. Sweet. I'll get it in a minute. We gotta get 21 units down there, is what I'm trying to say. 21. So. That will be 6 for me and UDX 410. Possibly one more after that. Depends on how hard everybody wants to work. I have done 2 in one day. That's over 800 miles. That ain't no fun. Brake check, brake check, brake check. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to get this on the lane. Come on, Hayden, do this program here. This is UNT, University of North Texas, Mean Green. Anyway, give me a second to get past this traffic fog and all that. So it's a busy exchange right here with all the university traffic, huge college. And here's where 35W and 35E come together. Normally east and W and E to the left got cut off by a damn rock trail. Anyway, 35E is the east side of 35 that splits here at Denver. They join back together down there in Hillsboro, south of the DFW. 35W goes through Fort Worth, 35E goes through Dallas. Confuses a lot of people, confuses truck drivers. Apparently they don't have a map. Heartbreak. Pay attention back there. All right, who we got on there? For some reason, my live chat is not staying on the screen. It just pops up for a second. Can't even see how many are watching. It looks like 6 or 7, half a dozen. Appreciate y'all coming in. If you're just joining us, we are taking 21 units down to Cherokee, Texas, for the Cherokee Orphanage benefit. Do it every year. Clive Warren, which is a rich billionaire here in the Metroplex here in Texas, he puts it on every year. He rents it out. Hi, Mark Sandquist. I see you there. Indiana Chris is still with us. He puts on this benefit every year. He rents all of these RVs from us. Now, there's hundreds of them down there. We're not the only one that does this. But he rents hundreds of these RVs and then puts up the donors in this campground down there. It's his property. And the people make mass donations to a Cherokee Orphanage benefit. And again, he does it every year. There's several different locations for the Cherokee Orphanage. It doesn't mean that they're Cherokee natives. Cherokee is the name of the town where this orphanage is. So we will go by there. I don't know if my live feed will last you there. It gets pretty sparse down through there. So I'll be spinning and buffering, that kind of thing. The area that we're going is a multi-thousand acre property, and he has a wild refuge there. He takes people on tours that do the benefit. He has a special barn down there for his giraffes. That tells you how much money this guy's got. Insane amount of money. There was an area in Dallas that it's kind of a highway, runs between 75 and 35, right above downtown Dallas. And he come up with the idea, I think I'll just make a bridge over the top of this interstate here, and instead of making it a car bridge, he's making it a park. And this guy is just a straight up idiot. If you hit my truck because you're stupid, dumbass. Yeah, you. Impatient shit. Sorry about that. That's a truck driver coming out at me. No excuse, I know. I just don't have a lot of patience for stupid people. Impatient, stupid people. So we're in Denton, Texas. Sometimes referred to as the crown of DFW. We sit right here on the top. We live just south of Denton on Louisville Lake. We're back up to Louisville Lake. Whew. Watching my beautiful love in my mirror back there. Checking on her progress. My woman used to live near Denton, Richland Hills. My son lives in Richland Hills. What a small world. I can kind of read the comments right now because I'm basically stopped waiting on this red light. We have 4 seasons here in Texas, and they are called construction, 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 construction. We have been toggling back and forth in the 1 and 2 position of the most highly moved to states in the nation. A lot of people from California here. They got tired of all that nonsense government to have. Is my audio good? Everybody can hear me fine and everything? Leave me a comment. Good deal, good deal. Thank you. How's the weather up there, Chris? I've been seeing it's like Northwest Indiana on YouTube. I keep thinking that's you, so I go over there and like his stuff too. So 66 in clouds. Well, we've been in the low 70s all week. Nice and green, everything. Lots of rain. Our lakes are all full. It's going to be 97 degrees here today. It goes from spring to August in about 1 week. Seems like it does it every year. See, we may crack the century mark tomorrow. About a 220-mile trip down here, one way. About 440, 450 miles in a day. My wife will be riding back with me, so she'll have her feet up on the dash, enjoying her social communications. Elkhart, I didn't catch that. Something about Elkhart, Indiana. It's got to be in my settings because it didn't used to do that. It would just rotate the live chat. Got my handy wax on, wax off. What you got, bud? Alright, we got two forms of communication. I was just about to show you this. He's got a Pexton.
Radios we use on text dot.
Copy the text dot. Oh, Mr. Official.
2-watt radio that we communicate with the barrel trucks and stuff like that. It's better than nothing.
I'll be bringing my Bofang tomorrow. Tammy and I usually use those. They are 5 watts, and they're good for about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Of course, you get line of sight on the other side of the hill and you drop off, but they are a great little radio. We just pick out a frequency, and they work great. We didn't bring them today because we kind of rushed coming back from Oklahoma yesterday, but we'll be using them again tomorrow. I've got 8 of them. Again, they work great.
If you want, I'll give this other radio to her if you want to stay in communication with her.
She can call me if she wants. She got my grandson with her, and if she needs to be in touch or anything, he'll call me. So it's no big deal. But I appreciate that.
No problem, sir.
There's Hayden and what's his name, Gary? They have one.
I have 2 different kinds of radios. I got these radios that we use on text dot, and I got some Samcoms. They're 5 watt, and me and a buddy bought a 6-pack, and we split it. So they were like $50 a radio. They're 5 watt. I'll show them to you when we get out.
Cool. I just bought a kind of a pirate radio. It picks up supposedly every transmission, every frequency in the world. Of course, you can't transmit on them, but you can receive on them. So I haven't got it out and started playing with it yet. Pretty cool little radio.
So if you need those other 2 to know something, then I basically got 2 different kinds of radios here.
Yeah, cool. That is Bob, our local Hickory Creek Police Department. He drives for us. He usually don't drive a lot. If we get into a hurricane when we're delivering. We also take our units, our bigger units, down to a hurricane disaster area. We work disaster relief for FFA. One's farmers, the other's airports. I can't remember which one's which. And when the airport goes down in a hurricane situation, we provide the housing. We provide the housing for what a jerk. We provide the housing for the guys to get the airports back up and running. So we take them down. Sometimes we stage outside of the target area, go back up, get some more, come down, and then we'll stage them after the hurricane is already hit. Figure out exactly where the relief is needed. It can be a pretty dangerous deal. You can check some of my previous videos. You'll have to go back over 2 years to see any of them. We haven't had any hurricanes in the Louisiana area. Had a couple of them in Florida, but it's a different region, so we don't particularly work for the FFA over there. Which is sad because we got family in Sarasota and we love going to Florida. If you missed my video of going to Florida in the blizzard, that's a pretty interesting trip. I took a unit down there for a customer. Hit that blizzard of 2025 back in, I think it was January. And I hit it before I even just got to Alexandria, Louisiana, and it started snowing on me, and it was a miserable 5-day trip. I-10 was completely, every interstate was completely shut down. Basically everything was shut down. Cool, that's good service there, Chris. We appreciate you helping out with that. We know exactly what you're talking about on them FEMA trailers. Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Bob, I don't know if Hayden told you, but Tampa has a half a tank of fuel. We're going to stop at that 281 get off.
You go brakes again.
Copy the brake check. Every kind of driver you can think of. It's just that comes across the lane now. Got you guys on the live feed here. We just kind of working through this morning traffic. Rock buckets have got a very bad reputation. Rightly deserved. So I don't know if you can copy Bob's transmissions to me, but these are radios that they use in construction sites. You know, you always see the Care Bears. Well, Care Bear is what truck drivers call a police unit that is monitoring a construction site. And so they use these radios to communicate back and forth with the different construction workers and different vehicles coming in and out, in case they need their assistance for stopping traffic and stuff for equipment. Caught in 2 red lights back there, so the first 2 units are way out ahead of us. No big deal. We all know where we're going. Oil out of the ground, they also get salt water. When it comes up, once the water and oil separate, and when they do, we have to haul out the salt water. Yep, I've done that a couple different years in Lester's career. Somebody's got to make the gasoline industry run. Part of it. Have this 4-lane till we get to Decatur, turn south on 51, go down through Bowie, and you won't recognize any of the names of the towns down through there, but get down to Fort Worth, get back on Highway 20, go west until we hit 281 and go south for 150 miles. Bob's starting to kind of get away from me here. I'm towing that Jeep, so I'm not going to run it much more than doing right here. And it had a very nice in-dash, basically an empty color. We call it does everything except put a laptop in it. Watching my tow vehicle, the Jeep, rear view camera right now. Good listen to radio, but I'm getting strikes from YouTube for the good way to lose a windshield. Probably, you may have noticed that I haven't made any CB posts probably in a month, because I'm transitioning between putting up my new ham shack. I don't have a ticket, so I call it my ham bone shack to get my antennas up. Get my shack in order, then I will be doing a lot. Most of my radios are all vintage. Probably 60-70% of them are all 23 channels. I've really been enjoying the sideband. The skip has been kind of low here recently. Even if you got the power to get out and talk to somebody else, it doesn't mean you can hear anybody else. All about the atmosphere. Has a real nice world about 3 or 4 miles. 30 years ago, I used to be in one of those long trucks. Now today, I'm just
Here's 1977. That was the height of it, I think.
actual frequency number on these radios?
Yeah, I think we looked them up. The other radio, the Samcom I have, shows it right on the ID, but I forget how we looked these up. We just looked them up online and they had all the frequencies.
That's what I said, FCC on that one. There's probably several. Text dot. I can actually program this one into
When I say text dot, it's when I'm on, it's not text dot channels. That's when the police and the construction companies have to work together on the highway. That's the radio that we, I mean, these freaking radios are $10 a piece, bro.
yeah, on the top range, on the 27. I just realized that says text time. You said text out, I didn't really look at this. That was a name on the radio.
That's funny.
The battery life on those valve things, they get us through on that 1 year we made 2 runs down there. And the battery held up pretty much the whole trip. They were getting, I think we had one radio that died. I was supposed to come back. Pretty good battery.
Yes, sir.
Of course, I know that.
Yes, sir.
stay on the surface road. Up there next to that guy this weekend, so. So we'll be fighting wind all day. They usually set on that on ramp right there. Oh, I know. I got some. Excellent. Be down there in a minute. Sure stay away from them rock buckets with these big windshields.
No joke.
Splash, my seats are low, I can't reach the splash. $10.9. Maybe a little cheap. He said they're $10 radios. I'm not familiar with them. Negative copy. These big windshields, you can, with any radio transmission, you can hear the forward transmission, but he's got that whole RV that has to squeeze through to reach me. And the hill. All right, try again. See if I can pull you out now.
Making the right on 51, so I'll slow roll for you.
And we're turning on 51 now. I'm going to straighten up my camera a little bit. I can stop the long enough red light. We'll do that. Appreciate everybody watching. If anybody just joined us, we are heading down to do an orphanage benefit in Cherokee, Texas. Taking 21 of these RV units. The X410 just got caught in a red light. Yeah, Sam just got caught in that red light back there.
Oh, my, that's not this one.
I think I finally figured out my horizontal view on my phone. Not sure why it does it that way. You have to try to close it out because it's telling you the orientation is wrong. Get back, and it say you want to resume, you hit resume, and then it comes on. I see you back there. Still on the phone? Yes, you're not on the phone. Maybe the phone went out of signal. I hope you stay on the phone so you remember to turn right here. Hope you saw me. Shit! I can't call you back. Oh, well, here's the end of my live feed. We start getting a sporadic signal down here anyways. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will, as always,
See you down the road.